And T.S. Sudhir is joining us from Chennai. T.S. Sudhir, take over.
Thanks a lot, Maruk. Here, over 14% people have voted so far in the Tamil Nadu elections. A very high-profile elections, especially with it becoming a three-cornered race between the DMK, the AIDMK, and of course the Grand Alliance, which has been floated by the BJP, in a sense edging out the Congress here. In fact, joining me now from Chennai, from where Karunanidhi will be voting in just a while from now, is my colleague Srisha Reddy. Srisha, we heard former Union Telecom Minister Dayanidhi Maran saying that the whole of Tamil Nadu is petrified of the AIDMK, and especially the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha, and that he believes that because of the power cuts, which will be a big issue, he can come back to power. Is that the line that the DMK has taken all through this election campaign?
That is one thing the DMK has been going ham and thongs about. They have been, even when the DMK treasurer M.K. Stalin have been campaigning, he has been taking against the AIDMK route. Right now we are at the DMK polling booth where M.K. Stalin and his wife just arriving to cast their oaths, and and also to mention that this particular polling booth had issues as far as the EVM machine is concerned. Of course, after a 40-minute delay, it was rectified, and right now we just saw M.K. Stalin and his wife getting into the polling booth to vote. And of course, to talk about, it's a very crucial elections for DMK as a whole, because not just because the DMK is not aligning with any national party, it's also because this comes after DMK Karunanidhi's elder son M.K. Arigiri was expelled from the party. So it's a very crucial election that they are looking into as far as
Right. Yes, absolutely. In fact, if I can just ask Shiv Vishwanathan, who joins us in the Delhi studio. Mr. Vishwanathan, Tamil Nadu has an ace scriptwriter who has been Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for many years. It is ruled by a former actor turned politician, Jayalalitha now. Do you see a major twist in the tail coming as far as the Tamil Nadu elections are concerned, given the fact that Jayalalitha, who so far earlier was keeping quiet about Narendra Modi, suddenly towards the last lap of the election campaign went on the offensive against Narendra Modi? How do you explain this twist and turns in this entire election campaign here in Tamil Nadu?
I think Jayalalitha is playing script. And following script, I think she is the absolute star. I think one has to realize in a deep and fundamental way, she can keep her distance from anyone and get close to anyone else. By doing so, she's always going to be a part of the picture. But how successful that act is in the last round depends not on drama, but on the drama of number.
Right. So essentially a lot of drama. In fact, here I am at the Stella Maris College. In fact, it had a first day, first show kind of a start in the morning with superstar Rajnikant among the first to cast his vote. And just a while back, we also had the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha casting her vote here at the Stella Maris College here in Chennai. In fact, talking of Jayalalitha, the fact that her party talked about a Fort St. George to Red Fort kind of a journey, the Chennai Express, that it will roll into Delhi. But while the earlier part of the campaign was all about Amma's parliament dream, the dream of capturing power in Delhi, towards the later half it seems to have subdued a bit, and now they are talking of her playing the role of a kingmaker rather than being the queen herself. We can now go across to Kanyakumari, where SP Uday Kumar, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, joins us live from Kanyakumari. Mr. Uday Kumar, a big day for you. You have been heading the anti-Kudunkulam agitation, and many would say that you used that as a launch pad to get into politics and stand in these elections from Kanyakumari. Would you accept that?
Well, the main reason for getting into electoral politics is to take our struggle to the next level. Since the central government and the state government have ignored our struggle all these years, and most political parties have turned a blind eye, we want to assume the role of policy makers ourselves and to do the good thing, the right thing for our people. That's the only purpose of our getting into electoral politics.
A majority of the voting population there in Kanyakumari is the Christian fishermen. Do you see that holding the key to the election, especially the church?
No, the church has nothing to do with our campaign or with the elections right now. We are not contesting the elections just because of the support of Christian population. We don't give any due importance to caste or religion in our struggle or in our electoral campaign. We have absolutely nothing to do with that.
I am now joined by well-known actor Karthik and also Gautam. How do you see the trend going this time in the Tamil Nadu elections? 2011, you voted completely against the existing regime. Do you see some kind of a huge wave, kind of a movement here in Tamil Nadu again?
Tamil Nadu, I don't know, because you know where I've campaigned and for whom I've campaigned extensively. And I simply hope all the hard work does justice.
Okay.
That's as far as myself and the people I've worked with. And I would just like to say that let's see, we as Indians, we stay united at all times.
You were just talking about a heat wave in Chennai.
Oh yeah.
The talk more is of the Modi wave. Did you see a Modi wave here in Tamil Nadu?
No way.
Not at all.
No way.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You're voting for the first time, I'm told. Yes. Did you feel empowered voting, getting yourself inked for the first time?
I think it's very important. I feel like I've done my duty for India, so it's pretty good.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Pleasure.
Thank you. So that was a well-known actor Karthik and his son, who's a first-time voter here in Tamil Nadu. If I may go across to Sambit Patra, Mr. Patra, your party formed this grand alliance here in Tamil Nadu. Many would say that it stands a pretty good chance given the fact that many of the parties would bring their own vote shares to the kitty. But one of the problem areas that you could face is whether the vote transfer would take place effectively. Do you see that as one of the problem areas for the BJP-led alliance?
No, I don't see this as a problem area. Rather, I believe that this is reinforcement of the power that we have. I mean, both the wave, the Modi wave that we have been talking of and that the country has been seeing, has been reinforced by the Rainbow Alliance that we have knitted for ourselves in the state of Tamil Nadu. As I was stating before this, that they come along with a 16% vote share in their kitty, and we have our own vote share to add to it. So I believe a substantial chunk of vote bank we have been banking on in this whole affair. And most importantly,
right.
I believe as far as the fishermen's problem is concerned or the Tamil problem is concerned, I mean vis-a-vis the Sri Lankan issue, Mr. Rajnath Singh has been categorically speaking that we will address this with a priority in our mind, and I believe that would go down well with the voters of Tamil Nadu also.
Right. Javed, if I may come to you, Tamil Nadu has always been known to hold the key to who forms the government in Delhi, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, especially in 2004 and 2009. Do you see that similar situation arising this time, that either Karunanidhi or Jayalalitha will actually hold the key to the lock to 7 Racecourse Road after the 16th of May?
Sudhir, as things stand now, I'd be very surprised if that indeed does happen, because all indications, all reports from the ground suggest that the NDA would, led by Mr. Modi, would be in a position to do very well and in fact go on to form a government. And in which case the only likelihood of Tamil Nadu playing a role is if the third front, if the yet to be formed third front gets a chance at forming a government, because otherwise if polls are anything to go by, then the BJP and the NDA on their own should be able to form government. Mr. Rajnath Singh has ruled out taking help from any other allies, taking on new allies. So right now, I think Tamil Nadu's role will be pretty minimal compared to what it was in 2004 and in 2009.
Okay, so Tamil Nadu's role is likely to be minimal is what Javed Ansari thinks. Let's take a look at who are the parties that BJP formed a grand alliance with, almost emerging as the third force in this election in a state dominated by the two Dravidian parties. We come to you live from the Stella Maris College in Chennai. This is one of the high-profile polling stations where many of the VIPs in Tamil Nadu, from Chief Minister Jayalalitha to superstar Rajinikanth, have voted. In fact, Rajinikanth was among the first to vote here at 7 o'clock this morning. Now, what are the key issues in this election in Tamil Nadu? In fact, one of the key issues is the 2G scam, which continued to hold center stage even in 2011 and even in 2014. It remains one of the key issues.
While the anti-incumbency factor has historically played a major role in Tamil Nadu, it was the 2G spectrum scam and the involvement of the then ruling DMK party's leaders that upset the apple cart back in 2011. These polls, all eyes on whether the taint will continue to haunt the DMK as it brazenly fields its candidates that were neck deep in the entire scandal. While the ruling AIADMK and BJP have been making the 2G scam against Raja their main poll plank in the Nilgiris that attracts tourists throughout the year, the DMK leader and party's Dalit face A. Raja is interestingly using it to his own advantage in these polls. Raja, on a grueling campaign across the 6 assembly segments of the constituency, which has a sizable number of expatriate Tamils, instead narrating to voters how he was made a victim for his efforts to revolutionize the telecom sector by ensuring that the benefits of the communication are enjoyed even by the poor. The DMK using the "if you can't beat them, join them" trick, but whether voters are ready to brush the taint under the carpet is yet to be seen. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.